Hello.
Howdy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
You're good. It's exciting to have you. I know that you haven't really done the show with us before, so I thought if it's okay with you, before we talk about your single, we might sort of get a bit of a story of your musical journey and how you got to here and releasing Too Far Gone.
Yeah, I have been playing my whole life really, but probably started really playing music around 2016, and didn't really start the band until 2020, I think,
Oh wow.
which was when my guitarist Lachlan came into the fray. He's my youngest brother's best mate. And I think the year after that, we got Baz on the drums, joined the band, and then about 18 months ago, our bass player Joey O'Shaughnessy joined the band, and now we have the Dream Team, and we've been playing ever since.
It sounds it and look, you work really well because I love your current single. But so how did you, like you said, your brother's best friend? How did you sort of all meet and then go, hey, let's do this together? Was it just something that happened, or were you actually actively looking at the time?
I spent years, the
Yeah,
pub and club scene and the old acoustic thing, and just rolling around doing that, and then after a while, you get a little bit over that. I was looking to sort of create a band, and I wanted to do my own stuff. Naturally, it was good timing. I went around to mum and dad's house at the time, and I could hear my little brother and Lockie having a jam downstairs. So I popped my head in and had a listen, and he was absolutely just shredding at the time. He was 16, so he had to do a fair bit of underage playing at the pub. Let's say no beers for Lockie for a while, but and then once that started happening, and we sort of got better and better and played more and more. It was only by chance that Bailey came into it, because he had only recently left his previous band, and which are a lot different to us. So we sort of reached out and thought, wanted to see if he wanted to come and have a jam with us, thinking he wouldn't want a bar of it, but he's been with us ever since. So it worked out really well. And then Joey, it was a similar situation. Probably a year and a half after that, we sort of reached out, had a jam, and then just filled the team out. So I didn't know Bailey. We knew each other around the scene, but I didn't know him personally until we had that first jam session. And it's just funny how it all works.
It is, isn't it? It sometimes things just fall into place at the right time, don't they? Jen, hi Jen. I haven't seen you for ages. I hope you're well. Kayleen had a comment. Thank you. Scott was onto it. She said, "Will you be going to Tamworth?" And we were talking about this before we went live, weren't we?
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah, 2025 will be looking to go down, I think, for sure.
Yeah. It's you've got a good excuse though. I don't mind this excuse. You're having a break this year, and then you've got gigs coming through January, February.
Yeah.
I know that we were talking about them. We may as well talk about them now, seeing as we've just raised them. You have got a few gigs coming up. You've finished your shows for this year, and you're taking a very well-deserved holiday. But January, you get straight back into it. I know you've got a couple of big ones coming up that we were talking about before.
So I think we start with Spring Shore and then go to I think we play in Tanya at the Great Western. We play rodeo in Calliope, and we have country on Kershaw as well. Which I'm not too sure what the lineup is yet for country on Kershaw, but I know last year they had a pretty damn good lineup.
Yeah, they did.
They haven't told us who else is on it yet, but and then big beer festival as well on the 10th of February should be a cracker. I think the last time we played that would have been 2019 before COVID. So
oh wow,
big changes. One of the funnest shows I've ever played. So looking forward to get back to it.
It scares me that we're already talking about February. It's just coming so quick. craziness. It is. How have you gone, like, getting back in? Because, as you sort of said, really you started this just as COVID was kind of unfolding, and getting together. Have you found that it's getting back to normal up in Rocky and around where you are for shows? What's it feel like?
Yes, it's. I don't know if it'll ever be the same as it was beforehand. I think before COVID, no matter what you played, where it was, who it was to, it was always guaranteed people were there. It was packed out. It was always a good time. I feel like it's taken a while to get back on its feet. And a lot of the events and shows and wherever you play, they're all pretty good, but I find now it still can be hit and miss. Sometimes you won't get them.
It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, and then the next time you're not sure if you'll get them, it'll be packed out, and it's hard to pick. But I feel like before COVID, it didn't matter. It was just always. Yeah.
Yeah, I've found that sometimes you think, oh, that show will sell, and at the moment it doesn't, and then the one that you think people wouldn't come to is where it does sell. It's really, you're right, it's very different. I find in that as well. Can ask you describe your style of country music? That's actually one that I like to ask a lot of artists, because it just depends on what your ideas are. But how would you describe?
Are so multi or broadly influenced as a band. So the more you listen to us, you'll probably think we're not real country. But I think the best way to describe us would be country in essence and rock in sound, which probably, if you listen to Too Far Gone, it's not that at all. But if you listen to the back catalogue and definitely the stuff that we'll be bringing out, we do have that rock element to our country music for sure.
Absolutely. And I think that's what I kind of like, because you do have quite a different sound, and I imagine you all get along so well and I haven't been lucky enough to see you live, but I imagine that you guys sort of feed off each other quite a bit when you're live, and it'd be quite an exciting and entertaining show.
Definitely high energy, definitely not the same show twice. I think there's a lot of free reign within the band, when we play to just do your thing, and I think that's why it naturally comes out fairly rocky as well. At times, not always, but at times, we do like to send it and have a little bit of fun.
Good. Well, I can't wait to get to see you live, and I hopefully will in the new year. Tell us a little bit about your current single, Too Far Gone, and where did this song come from? What was the reason for releasing that at the end of the year? Is there a plan to it, or was it just happened at the right timing?
So far, Too Far Gone is the only song that I've written with someone else, and that someone else was actually Bailey, my drummer. He was sending me lyrics over about a 3 or 4 week period. Just kept flicking them through, and eventually I sort of, there was a theme. Obviously, you could pick up what he was putting down, and once I sort of figured that out, it sort of come together in about 20 minutes. That nostalgic, throwback, love gone begging sort of fairly cliche country song, which probably, should be quite relatable, and probably why it was easy to knock out quickly once I picked the pen up. But I guess it's just our version of it, and the reason we released it this time of the year has no other reason other than the fact that we wanted to get Jules involved. To promote it.
She's wonderful.
We did have a plan and a strategy, and then what it's like behind the scenes, all the different people get involved and talk and suggest things, and we ended up making contact with Jules, and we're lucky enough that she really liked what we were doing, so we actually put everything on hold until we could release with her. And I know it's a crazy busy time of the year and probably doesn't make sense, but we just had to do it.
No, I think it's a great time of the year. I think people are looking for music, especially looking for summer playlists and getting ready to hit the road and get out and enjoy things. So I think it's a great time. And we thank Jules so much. We love that Jules sends us her artists. She has an amazing ear for talent. So thank you for waiting. We love that you come to us. Have you had, because it came out on the 27th of October, have you had a lot of feedback, and have people messaged you? What is their thoughts and takes on the song as they've heard it?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we've had a great response. And I mean, that's the power of Jules and, a good distributor as well. It's definitely had the most, the most streams in the shortest amount of time, and radio play, and, getting messages through all the time. People saying, I heard your song and I'm showing everybody. And, I think everyone that has followed us from the start has probably been patiently waiting for us to really get cracking on it all. And, and especially there was a big time between releases. So I think by the time now that we've released, everyone's just given us good feedback so far. So
yeah, I love that.
Hopefully we continue that into next year.
I think when you can hear that feedback from people and feel it, and people are picking up on it, it's really special, and I think it just makes you want to keep going, doesn't it? I was just looking at Scott. He's been running the video behind us, but thank you for doing.
I mean, it's always.
Are you there? Can you hear me? For some reason, you cut out. I'm so sorry. I can hear you now.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit laggy again. I'm not sure.
It is. I don't know why. I'm just going to pop you down and bring you back in. And yeah. Well, let's try that again. There we go. I think I can see you moving again, so it's working on my end. Sorry. There's been a few. There's been a few comments coming through. I've got, are there plans for a film clip for the current single? That's a good question, Kaylee.
Not as of yet. We were seriously considering it, and same for all the next releases as well. I know people like music videos, and we really wanted to do one, but just the timing of a few things, and like we mentioned before, going overseas and all that sort of stuff, made it a little bit hard. But it's not to say that we can't still do one, down the track and put it out for this song, because I definitely can see what we would do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And it's hard to know, isn't it, which ones to do film clips for? I know it used to be such a set thing because you had all the different platforms, but there isn't as much sort of pressure on a film clip these days because singles are so common and so fast with being released. It's hard to know which ones to do what for. And that's something you sort of go with. Just feedback from audience help you with those decisions as to what you're going to do with new songs and film clips, that sort of thing.
A lot of that sort of feedback. Sorry, that lag's kicking in. A lot of that sort of feedback, a lot of the time, we're already thinking that ourselves. It's just all a timing thing, and what you can possibly get done while everyone is super busy. And I think what will work in our favor next year is the fact that we already have the whole album recorded. So all that effort went in this year. So we should be freed up to do a lot of this sort of stuff next year, and do videos and extra content and all that sort of side of it, which just chews up so much time. But how many times do you hear a song and you like it, and then you watch the music video and you kind of understand it a little bit more, or it tells a different story, and after that, that's how you hear that song forever. So I do think music videos can be important for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I agree. It's actually, I find that's part of what I like about a new song is I like to listen to it and think what I think it's about, then read, what the artists have said it's about, and then I love to watch the film clip, and it builds a different picture altogether, as you said. But I like that because it means a song can have so many different lives in a way, and that's what makes it so enjoyable. Merchandise. Can people still get merch from you guys? Ready for Christmas presents or anything like that? Is that still available?
The only thing we have left now is the stubby coolers. We sold out of everything else only 2 weeks ago. So we're just about to. Well, actually, my partner Ashley's sort of been bugging me to, let's get some shirts done, and let's get some more hats, and let's broaden the range and get some merch. I think when we come back, I'll definitely be looking into doing that.
Perfect.
100%.
Merch is a nightmare. There's too much to choose from, and you don't know what to put out.
Yeah.
Trying to do something different every time is hard, isn't it? That's for sure.
Yeah, and you got to get creative with it. Try just, something no one expects.
Yes, exactly. Something they haven't got from somebody else. Or absolutely. So where's the best place to keep an eye on you guys for new music, new content? Is there I know there's hundreds of platforms, but is there a platform that you guys use the most or feel is probably the best to keep up to date with new songs and new tours?
Probably just Facebook and Instagram, and we have our website zachcrossband.com, which I'm just going to keep updating when I'm finished here. But that's probably the three main places. We do have a TikTok, but I don't get on the TikToks too often, so not yet anyway.
Not yet. Next year maybe. TikTok is a lot of work, isn't it? It's so much work. I keep saying I'm going to get better at it, and then I don't. I think we've got a bit of lag again, but I hope you can still hear me. I think we might have to pop you out.
I'll probably spend more time doing social media than playing music.
Yes, absolutely. Than doing any of your writing and playing, or all of it. Next year, you said that you've got your new song new album and everything on the go. Are you hoping to get out on the road a bit more and get a bit further abroad throughout the year? Oh, no, we've lost internet, I think. That's all right. We can, we might have to wrap it up. I just give him a moment just in case it does come back. I don't know what's happened. But we do have another show tonight as well anyway. So, I think he's back. Let's see. Hello. You dropped out for a second. We've got you back.
I don't know what is going on with this bloody internet.
They're gremlins, and they wait till you're live, and then they strike. We have them often. But yes. So we're just saying, Facebook is probably your, and you're going to do some TikTok maybe next year. But are you heading out and hoping to get out on the road a bit more with the new album and things, sort of as the year rolls on, 2024?
Yeah, for sure. We've got probably more than half of the year booked out already. But we definitely do have a lot on our sites that we want to venture out and go and do that we haven't had the chance to do before. And the more music that we put out, the more opportunity hopefully that we'll get. So definitely looking to come to places where no one's seen us yet.
Can't wait. We'll definitely have to get you down here, that's for sure. And in Tamworth in the next, not this January, but the one after as well, we'll get to see you out. But thank you so much for coming to chat to us tonight. I know that you've got such a lot going on this week, and you're about to have a bit of a break. I hope you have a great time while you're away. And when you're back and you get you've got your new merch, let us know so we can pop it on the page and let people see it as soon as it's ready to order. But
100%.
2024, new music, more tours. It's going to be a big year for you.
Yeah, and we're ready to go. I think 6 weeks off and a well-deserved break should re-spark all the boys and myself, and we'll be hitting at full steam as soon as we come back.
Are they going on any holidays or anything as well, or just you?
No, I think they're probably just looking forward to get rid of me for 6 weeks, so we're not on top of each other anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. A nice break, and then Christmas. But you're going to have a great time away. I hope that. Are you going to fit Christmas presents in your bags to take, or are you going to buy something over there? How are you going to do it all?
I think we might, do the whole get a few little sneaky gifts over there for people and bring them back. But we'll we'll see how we go. Ashley's already handed out all the Christmas cards for everybody, so we're
organised.
So they look at us on the fridge for a couple of weeks.
That sounds like a plan. It'll be worth it when they get to see your photos when you come back. It's going to be a beautiful time. Be cold though, leaving the heat and heading to the cold. I'm looking forward to leaving the heat. The cold. I'm ready for the cold, and I'm not ready for 40 degrees when we come home. No. Ugh. Yeah, that will be the hardest. You'll end up getting a cold going from hot. Your body will just, you'll end up with something like that, going from one extreme to the next. But it'll be a trip of a lifetime. I hope that you have to go and put some of it on your socials while you're traveling around, so we can all keep an eye on it and live through your eyes. Definitely. I definitely will be keeping the socials updated with my travels. Good. Hopefully the internet connection will crawl over there, but we'll. Hopefully it's I'm sure it'll be better than ours. It's always better when you're not in Australia. No doubt. Australia's internet's terrible, as we noticed here tonight. But thank you so much for coming and chatting to us. Before we do go though, up in the comments, guys, I know we've popped in the Spotify link, and then if you want to have a look through the different things, we've got the Linktree link for these guys as well. So if you haven't already, jump up there, give them a follow on all the social platforms, and make sure that you have a listen if you haven't already heard the new song Too Far Gone. And let us know. We can still read the comments when we're not live, so let us know what you think of the song, and pop it in the comments, because we will keep an eye on them. Thank you again, Zach. I'm sorry the internet has not played very well with us tonight, but it will next time. I promise. All right, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Heaps of fun. Anytime. We'll see you very soon, guys. We've got Katie coming up next tonight, so in a moment, jump over to the next one and hit the watch or subscribe, and it will let you know as soon as we're about to go live. We'll see you very soon. Thank you again, Zach. Cheers. Thank you. See you guys.
Thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed today's program. See you next time with the latest with Country Kickback.